And we're off. We're already in game. Let me just zoom out quickly and see. Right, so green team in this game, I think, is the MNF. MNF and the green team are going to be running Montana, Ohio, Marseille, Moskva, Nevsky, Petropavlovsk, Gearing, Vampire 2. What have you got for the red team? Who is, I believe, WINUA.
Yeah, WINUA are bringing Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Goliath, Moskva, Petropavlovsk, Gearing, Daring, Ragnar.
Lots of DD. Lot of DD. I like a bit of DD. I like a bit of DD gameplay.
Yes.
So, these teams have actually managed to bring the proper cap layout, which is something that is quite challenging, apparently. But yes. So, over at the A cap, we're going to be sending Gearing, Nevsky for the green team, followed by Montana. B cap, they're sending a solo Vampire 2, which might be a very risky proposition. And then over the C, I'm quite interested to see that the Marseille is going that way, along with the Moscow, Gearing, Petro, and Ohio. I would assume that the Marseille was going to go at the one line, but no. But it's the first time we've seen a Marseille.
It is the first time we've seen a Marseille. And for the red team, we have the Daring, Petro, Goliath, Des Moines, Kremlin going A. I do wonder if the Des Moines is going to go up to the South Thunderdome Island and turn towards B or not, or maybe the Petro will. The Petro is doing that run of questionable positioning, going on the inside. They've got a Ragnar going B, Montana is hanging around at the back of B, and a Gearing Moskva are going C.
Alright, so Vampire and Ragnar are about to have a meeting of the minds, I believe.
Petro is spotted.
Ragnar radar comes out, picks up the Vampire 2, and then a second Pepper and Ragnar overlapping their radars. That's not...
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal, because if the Petro was going to go dive that island, it could have actually maintained the radar and the Vampire a bit longer.
I mean, they could have forced him out and had the... Well, the Vampire doesn't necessarily know that both of them have blew their radar, so it's not the end of the world, but, like, you know... He might sit there, like, the threat of a radar is something stronger than the radar itself, because look, he barely took any damage in the Vampire there, but like he's now not going to go in because he thinks there's another, like, both of them revealed themselves, he thinks there's another radar available.
Yeah. The Vampire torps harmlessly go past Ragnar. Looks like the fighting is started at C. The Moskva for the red team is spotted.
Yeah, we might see some gearing on gearing action relatively soon as well.
Both Montanas trading... What's that, 24-kilometer shots with each other?
Red Gearing is caught in a Petropavlovsk radar. Nothing.
If the green Gearing doesn't spot those torps, they might become an issue for Marseille Petro.
Yeah, the Petro did actually bring Hydro, so he does actually have it. He's not running it yet, but he has it.
There goes the Petro Hydro now. Over at the A cap, we have the smoke screen for the Nevsky. The Gearing laying it is safe from the torps. And the Des Moines... So I expected the Des Moines, and I actually don't know what I expected that Des Moines to do, but not sit off the island, because that's asking for a cross shot if it gets spotted.
Yeah, but what's going to spot him right now? Oh, look, the Gearing is in his face. Okay, cool.
Although the Gearing is not going to hang around for much longer.
No, because the Gearing is also spotted and about to get the fucking soul slapped out of him.
Goliath, Des Moines, Daring, shells coming its way. There goes half the Gearing.
Yeah, the Gearing soul was just slapped out of him, just like I called. It's so surprising, isn't it? Nevsky radar comes out. We'll be picking up the Daring in return. Salvo comes in. That's going to be a little bit of a slap on it when we should be. But he should be able to get out with it. Actually, he managed to get out relatively unscathed. Another Salvo coming in, but that's going to be the end of it. I don't think the Nevsky's bowing to be able to chase him. Meanwhile, back in the middle of the big cap, Vampire 2's just said, I want to smoke up and farm the Petro. Bold choice. Probably not going to work very well.
It does unspot the Petro.
Yeah.
But the Petro seems to have drifted forward a little bit. With the Hydro running, it shouldn't be in danger from those torps, but the Hydro goes down in 4 seconds. So that's the thing.
Yeah, but that's all the Vampire's torps, and I don't think he's No. Is it underwater?
No, he's reversed. He's safe.
Yeah, he's reversed.
Moskva at sea is surviving the farming surprisingly well.
Yeah, he can just reverse back around the island if he really wants to. That's a fucking charging Petro, though. And a charging Marseille.
Yes.
Those are committed.
That could be an issue if the Gearing catches them, but they're surely aware where the Gearing is. Ragnar for the red team takes B.
Well, we do see the wave of torpedoes from the Gearing is coming out. Petro is going really, really slowly, though. Pops his radar, will catch him. And then they're going to have a salvo ready from the Marseille as well. Has the Marseille got his guns turned? Yeah, he has. It's a salvo out.
So the Daring over at A has island dived, and it's looks like it's gonna take the cap. I don't think Nevsky gets a radar in time, so A is also going to become a red cap.
Oh, Petro just lost half his health to something. Don't know what. But I saw the health bar move. Was that an Ohio solo? Must have been an Ohio solo. The only thing I can see that get on.
Yeah, so now both Petros are roughly equivalent health. The green and the red, of course. Because we know that you can't have two on the same team, right?
Mm.
We know the rules.
Yeah, sure we do. We will totally keep track of all those rules and regulations. Did you know that you're allowed to use ASW now, by the way?
I didn't, actually.
No, you are. Nobody has used it, like, but you are allowed to. Like, you're not going to get a DQ anymore.
It looks like the red Petro is going to eat some vampire torps here. It's just drifted forward enough to catch.
1,
yes, it's
2,
dead.
3, 4, 5. That was, yes, conga.
Drifting forward just in time to catch the conga line is a touch unfortunate. I can't really, I kind of feel sorry for him. That's sometimes difficult to.
Don't feel sorry for me spelling Petro Pavlovsk. Speaking of Petros, that one's about to die over there, the green one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we seem to be seeing a lot of violence on Petros.
Well, fuck Petros.
It's funny that the Des Moines taking huge damage over at ACAP.
Yeah.
It's driven into ACAP, and the Ohio cross shots are coming in.
Yeah. That's not lead enough.
No, but it's got Montana.
There's round 2. Yes. Well, yes. So there goes that Petro over there as well at the same time as the winder goes down over there. We see the gearing smirked up the Marseille. Smirked up the Marseille. Words are difficult. Kremlin's got himself into the Pepega Dome. He might be vulnerable to... Actually, he's not going to be vulnerable to much. There's only a vampire with tops on him.
I'm quite curious about the Des Moines play, because surely the Des Moines would have been better served diving into the Thunderdome instead of trying to go across the top or across the side of it.
Yes.
There's Ohio and Montana for the green team are into BCAP?
Yes.
I have some questions.
Well, I don't have the answers for you. So.
But if that Des Moines had made it into the Thunderdome instead of trying to make the run across the gap, it would have that vampire dead to rights, I think.
It would also be able to sit and farm the Ohio and the Montana.
Yeah. And my favorite thing about Des Moines is firing AP into American battleships, because it's like 5,000 damage guaranteed every 5 seconds.
Montana salvo coming in towards the Montana Ohio in the middle. I'm not sure which one he's aimed for, but like,
yeah,
just in the general direction, basically. Just caught with bombing the area.
Ohio, but it is over the top of it.
Yeah.
So green team have taken 2 caps. They've got the kill advantage, the ship advantage. I think they're settling in. It almost looks like.
So there is a mild problem of this Kremlin.
There is a mild problem of a Kremlin, yes.
There's also another mild problem with the fact that you've got your 2 battleships in a giga crossfire. Like, you have Montana here, you have Kremlin here, and you have a Montana and Ohio just sitting together in a cluster. It's like, okay.
The red gearing is going towards the other gearing at sea, but the Marseille has turned to kite, and it's not looking great on sea for the green team, because that gearing essentially has run of the cap.
Yeah.
If it chooses to go for the cap, of course, it does actively need to go for the cap.
Well, they know the Moscow's rotated off it now, so he knows he can cap for free. Well, I don't think he's interested. I think he's like scared of the other gearing.
Vampire takes big chunks from the Kremlin, and the Ragnar's on it straight away. Vampire's going to go down here.
How is he? How did he get himself spotted?
I think he mistimed the end of his smoke.
And just shot in the open?
Like a while ago. Yeah, it definitely tried to farm the Kremlin.
And just got spotted by the Ragnar while he was doing it.
Yes, yeah. It looks like it was the Ragnar spotted the vampire farming over the island, so it does not get spotted by the Kremlin.
That was just a flat out mistake.
Yeah, forgetting that the Ragnar exists. Object permanence is a really important thing. The red gearing at sea gets absolutely slapped. It gets spotted by the gearing, and the Marseille has opened up. I think that gearing's going to go down, maybe.
Got more cells coming in, and yeah, it does go down. Not going to get much back in return for it, so that cap is going to stay green.
Yeah, I thought that the green team was giving up that cap a bit too easy, but that has just changed that entirely.
Kremlin on Ohio action here. The Kremlin decides to shoot at the Montana. The Ohio's charging, barreling forward. The Montana shoots a salvo in the broadside.
So if
Oh,
If you're the red team, you don't want this ram. You're already a ship down. You need the power of a Kremlin in the middle to sort of swing things in your favor. But I don't think that's.
I don't think he has a choice in the matter.
No.
Right, he got his front guns off onto the broadside. Oh no, Montana's bowing now. Right, so reassess the situation. Green up 2 caps. Green up 1 ship. Green up all of the map control in the universe. That's basically the situation right now.
Yeah, and currently there's a daring trying to open water the Nevsky.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off. I mean, he's just doing it because he's radar.
It was under radar, yeah.
So what we've got right now is we have a Montana trying to push desperately into a gearing. Is he going to go for the cap after he sees the gearing torps? Maybe. But I don't want to be in that Montana's position, personally. I mean, he has a Moskva to back him up.
But that Moskva is in a questionable position when there is a Montana that can see its side.
There's a Montana that can see its side. There's a Marseille in its face. Like, it doesn't have many options here.
Yeah, but the Montana doesn't seem to care about the Moskva and is shooting the red Montana.
Well,
to note, the Ragnar is chipping away at that green Montana. Quite the thing.
Yeah, Ragnar. You can't ignore a Ragnar farming you.
No.
That will whittle you down. I have been that Ragnar, sitting there farming a battleship, and it's like, oh, he's ignoring me. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah, especially when the Montana is also receiving Montana shots. Like those chunks coming off the health pool also can't be ignored.
Yeah,
I'm not sure driving towards a Goliath is the solution to green farms. But the Ragnar eats a torp? Was that a gearing torp?
I watched those torpedoes. I thought they all hit the island.
Apparently not. That must have been gearing torps fired a long time ago now. Because they ran out of range immediately.
Yeah. Or vampire torps. No, it must have been gearing torps. Vampire's been long dead.
Yeah, long dead.
Things are happening.
They were just on the edge of their range as well, like right on the absolute edge. Montana is taking C cap. It's going to get reset though. It's not going to take the cap, but it has delayed the points.
There is a wall of torpedoes heading that way as well.
Yes.
Should have missed unless the Montana decides to urgently accelerate into where.
Well, it does need to watch. Yeah, because it will see the first gearing storms go past. Maybe.
Look at the focus fire coming in though.
Yeah.
Actually, I say focus fire. They should have get the Moskva. Okay, never mind.
Moskva nearly gets slapped by the Montana.
Yeah. Right. This thing's happening.
Going down. Nevsky has lost the trade to daring Goliath.
How?
Goliath, I presume.
Yeah, but he's not going down. He's got a heal running. But it looks like to be the perfect... Oh, never mind. He is dying. No, never mind. He dies to the Montana salvo. So he must have got cross-shot by this Montana. That's okay.
The Montana, the green Montana that it was on, 5,000 health is now on 30,000 health and still has 1 heal left and can get up to about, 40, 50,000. So that's huge. That was well done to survive that Ragnar farm.
Okay.
But it now has to face daring Goliath.
Take a stock of the situation. This Moskva, lot of trouble. Like, a lot of trouble. Like, I don't know why he's sticking around to try and cap this. Like, you can't get this cap. You're just gonna get both. You're gonna lose both the Moskva and the Montana. Moskva salvo coming in at the broadside of the Moskva. Yeah, Marseille salvo coming in now as well. Gearing torpedoes from both sides. You're not gonna get this cap. They're gonna perma reset you. Sitting around there, you're gonna lose your ship. You need to allow the Daring and the Goliath to try and make something happen because you can't do anything. The Ragnar needs to try and do something. If this Ragnar was the one capping at sea, maybe I can see something happening. But instead, he's trying to sit and farm this Montana that he's got no salvos on. He could go over. He could roll over both this gearing, one after the other. He could also cap sea without getting reset.
Yeah. I don't know why it's hanging so... I understand it might be a bit tentative after eating the gearing torp out of nowhere. But it does need to get back into the match. You can't just have such a powerful platform.
I don't understand how they've just let that reset happen. They've just let that cap happen in front of, like, Marseille, 2 gearings. I don't know how they've just let that happen. But now they're losing.
I can tell you how. Someone forgot to shout to reset the Montana. Resetting the Moskva is all fine and, maybe you're gonna get the kill. But someone needs to fire a turret at the other ship in the cap, at least. As a bare minimum. Someone needs to split their shots between them.
All right,
that Moskva is just going to survive that fire, but
but look at the wall of torpedoes. He's dead.
Yeah, Montana takes it down. They're still just winning.
Well, Montana dodges top. No, he doesn't.
And now the red team is winning.
Yeah.
The double Gearing's going to get into the C cap.
Yeah, but there's a Ragnar in the
has
face.
finally decided to show up.
Might be a bit late for that. Honestly.
It won't get the cap resets, but it might get kills. As long as the Montana guns are ready. I would wager that the only chance they have is Montana blind firing. Yes, like that. Exactly like that.
Well, the Montana's going to go down. And the Ragnar's not interested in fighting, so...
the Ragnar is spotted.
Yeah, the Ragnar pops his radar, but it's too late for that.
Yeah, Ragnar will go down here, especially when the Nevsky gets involved, because it's just drifting that far. Marseille's got shots out.
Daring and Goliath haven't rotated over quick enough to help. Yep, that Ragnar goes down. Doesn't get anything, really, on either of the gearing, so... Yep, painful situation. Now we have a Goliath and a Daring who need to, like, do everything immediately. They've got, like, 1 minute available to do things. I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's probably not going to be enough. Moskva's spotted. Moskva is, like, you know, kind of broadside to a Goliath, but I don't think that's dev strikeable. Especially when you don't even hit him. Yeah, I think it's a bit. I think it's pretty much game for quickly alt tabs and checks teams. I think WINUA have been bested by MNF.
Yes, I would say so.
Unless the Moskva beach is full broadside, at which point I don't even want to know. Right, there's a chance. There's a chance he might detonate to an AP salvo. Actually, no, the Goliath's just shooting at you. The Daring's opening up. If he switches to AP, he can get some more DPM out. That is flat broadside to him, but he just wants to shoot the HE for whatever reason. You're not going to burn him down that fast.
By the way,
yep.
The moment this match ends, we need to jump into Vil from PTA's room.
Village. Okay, yep. Okay, all right. Tell him we'll be there in a second. We'll be there in a second. Okay, well, this game's like over in 4 seconds, so yeah.
Well played by MNF to this match was probably the closest contest we've seen.
MNF set winner. Moving on to the next scene. We didn't even let's go.
Yeah, that one flipped a few times, and now we've got to run. It's like when you get to the airport and you're sprinting to the next gate.
Don't fucking say that. We have an airport to go to soon. Vial, yeah.